वालेकुम। तो दोस्तों आज हम बात करेंगे पाइथन प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज के बारे में। व्हाट इज़ पाइथन प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज? पाइथन इज़ अ हाई लेवल जनरल पर्पस प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज। Its design philosophy emphasizes code readability with the use of significant indentation. Python is dynamically typed and garbage collected. It supports multiple programming paradigms, including structured, particularly procedure, object-oriented, and functional programming. It is often described as a batteries included language due to comprehensive standard library. Judo Van Rossum began working on Python in the late 1980s as a successor to the ABC programming language and first released in it in 1991 as Python 0.9.0. Python 2.0 was released in 2000. Python 3.0 released in 2008 was a major revision, not completely backward compatible with earlier versions. Python 2.18 released in 2020 was the last release of Python 2. Python consistently ranks as one of the most popular programming languages and has gained widespread use in the machine learning community. So this is a syntax and example history about Python. Python was conceived in the late 1980s by Judo Van Rossum, and this is syntax of Python. Python is meant to be an easily readable language. Its formatting is visually uncultured and often uses English keyword, where other language use punctuations. Unlike many other languages, it does not use curly brackets to delimit blocks and semicolons after statements are allowed, but rarely used. It has fewer synthetic exceptions and specially case than C or Pascal. Authentication: Python uses wide space authentication rather than curly brackets or keywords to delimit blocks. An increase in indentation comes after certain statement. A decrease in indentation signifies the end of the current block. Thus, the program visual structure accurate represent its semantic structure. This feature is sometimes termed the offside rule. Some other languages use indentation this way, but in most indentation has no semantic meaning. The recommendation indent size is 4 spaces. Statement and control flow. Python statement include the assignment statement using a single equal sign, the if statement which condition execute a block code along with else, and elif a condition of else if the for statement which iterates over an iterable object capturing each element to a local variable for use by attached block. The while statement which execute a block of code as long as its condition is true. The try statement, which allows exceptions raised in its attached code block to be catched and handled by except classes or new syntax except in Python 3.11 for exception group. It also ensures that clean up code in a finally block is always run regardless of how the block exists. The rise statement used to rise a specified exception or re-rise a cached exception. The class statement, which executes a block of code and attaches its local namespace to a class for use in object-oriented programming. The diff statement, which defines a function or method. The with statement, which encloses a code block within a context manager. For example, acquiring a lock before it is run, then releasing the lock, or opening and closing a file, allowing resources. The equations in initialization are a double I like behavior and replacing are the final idiom. This is methods, typing, and API documentation generator. Tools that can generate documentation for Python API include PyDoc available as a part of the standard library, Symfonyx, PDoc and its folks, Doxygen and Graphivix among others. तो दोस्तों आज की इस वीडियो में इतना ही। अगर आप चैनल पर न्यू हैं तो लाजमी चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को लाजमी प्रेस करें ताकि आने वाली हर न्यू वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन आप तक पहुंच सके। ओके, अल्लाह हाफिज़।